Hello everyone, my name is Kelsie and this is Sunday. We're going to be doing a desk break yoga video today, so we'll help with your wrists, your shoulders, and your neck. What you'll need for this class is a yoga strap or anything that resembles this, so maybe a man's tie or a scarf or a belt, anything that's rather long and this size and shape, and we'll get started. So you can start in any seat that you'd like. You could do this on the floor, or if you're in a chair, you could always stay in your chair for this portion. But you want to have the shoulders over your hip bones, your spine nice and tall, and pretend that there's a string attached to the crown of your head that's all the way attached to the clouds as well. So it's pulling you up super nice and straight. You're going to have either your legs crossed if you're on the floor. If you're in a chair, keep your legs how they are. Or you can have your legs long out in front of you. Just to settle in, placing your hands into your lap. Big breath in. And a big breath out. We're now just going to release through our hands. So I'm just shaking here. My fingers, my wrists out. Getting the blood flowing. Feel free to shake as vigorously as you'd like. You can kind of feel silly about this, but the more you shake, the more the blood's going to flow. And to warm up our wrists. This is really good if you have been typing all day or if you use your phone a lot. Writing, it's good for a lot of things. We often neglect our wrists. And if you want to get further into your yoga practice, we do a lot of balancing and weight bearing onto our hands and our wrists as well. So it's good for multiple things. So let's do a few more shakes. Shake, shake, shake. Then we're going to release. I'm going to reach my right arm out in front of me. So my wrist is in line in front of my right shoulder. My right palm shining forward, almost like a stop sign hand. Fingers spread nice and wide. I'm going to use my left fingers to pull the right fingers back. So don't have any unnecessary tension here. The shoulders are nice and relaxed. Your legs are relaxed. And the muscles in your face are nice and soft. We're only working on our wrist here, our right wrist. So just breathe all your light and energy into that spot. And as we exhale, I'm just going to flick my wrist down. Fingers point towards the earth. Again, the left fingers will pull the right fingers back. So you now should feel a stretch to the top of the right wrist and radiating through the right forearm. And as we exhale, we'll release. Maybe we'll shake off here. We'll bring the hands through center. Prayer pose. So we're just bringing the palms pressed into one another and actively press the right palm into the left and the left back into the right. So you feel all the muscles in your arms lighting up. And I'm going to interlace my fingers together. Inhale, reach those palms up overhead. Little side body bend, left to right. Bring those hands back in front of the heart. Keep the fingers interlaced, and almost like you're trying to make roller coaster or wave with your arms. We'll go one way, and then go the other. Palms coming back together, and then we're just going to allow those fingers to go down towards the earth. The knuckles will now press into one another, palms shining away, and fingers point up. And then you'll roll the knuckles back together, and fingers will go up again. So it's almost like this rolling motion throughout your entire hand as the hands stay kissing. Constant contact with the hands the entire time. And we'll allow the left arm now to reach out in front of us, wrists in line with the left shoulder, fingers pointing upwards. The right ones will help drag left ones back. Breathe here. Then we're going to allow the left fingers to flick down towards the earth as you pull back with the right. Feeling the stretch through the top of the wrist. And release. We're now going to allow that right hand to be outside your right hip. If you're seated on that chair, you can always hang on to the underbelly, the underneath of your chair. So right hand down, left arm reaches up to the sky, super tall. I'm going to bend my left elbow, having my left fingers come on top of my right ear, right outside the right temple. First, you want to find the length, press the crown into the left forearm, and then as you exhale, drawing the left ear over the left shoulder, opening through the right side of your neck. Now, some of you may choose to stay here. This may be a perfect enough stretch and take as long as you'd like here. If you want, you can always lift up the right arm and allow the right fingers to go in front of the right hip, and then allow the arm to go back behind you, behind the right hip. So this may feel differently throughout the right side of your neck. You may get a little different of a stretch sensation. You may find a little sweet spot that you want to pause and just hold. The shoulders want to stay in the same plane here, so you don't want to really dip down through the shoulders. You just want to feel the movement through the neck. Placing the right hand down, we're now just going to draw the left fingers off the right side of the face, almost like you're massaging your own temple, and then reach the left arm high. And we'll just switch arms. So my left arm now plants down. You can always grab onto your chair. And we'll reach the right arm high. Get nice and tall. Bend the right elbow. Right fingers near the left ear, the left temple. Press the crown into the forearm. And then pour the right ear over the right shoulder. Allow it to get heavy. And breathe, feeling the stretch through the left side of the neck. Again, this is a perfect place to just pause and hold the stretch here. Or if you want some movement, you can lift up the left hand, let it go forwards or backwards. Maybe you find that sweet spot that you want to pause and linger and feel a deeper stretch or sensation. Nice and slow, you can land the left fingers as we reach the right arm and the right fingers up towards the sky. We'll now find that strap, that belt, tie, whatever you have handy, unraveling it. And then I'm going to have my hands about 2 shoulder distances apart on the strap. I'm going to reach the strap up over the crown of my head. And as I exhale, bend into the elbows, allow the strap to go behind the head. So I'd say like middle of the head. You're going to allow the elbows and the hands to go forwards. So the wrists are stacked over the elbows that hold the strap, the elbows in line with your shoulders, super tall. I'm going to create my own tension. So you press the back of your head into the strap as you pull the hands forward. You'll feel a nice release if you almost want to give yourself like a double chin. It may feel a little weird, but you want the chin to start dipping a little down as you're pulling on the strap, feeling a nice release through the back of your neck. Inhale, you can sit up tall again. And then I'm just going to allow my right ear to dip towards the right shoulder again as the right hand comes down and the left arm goes up. Inhale through center, and allow the left elbow to dip down as the right arm goes high. This entire time I'm pressing the head into the strap and the strap back into the head. Inhale back through center. You can release those elbows out to left and right wall. Inhale, arms up high. Still create tension through the strap, so I'm feeling like I'm going to break it in half as the arms are going to the right and the left wall. Exhale to bend into those elbows. This time lift the heart and the gaze. Squeeze the shoulders. Inhale, pretend someone's pulling the strap up to the sky. And then you can round it forward as you round the back. So pulling it down, squeeze the elbows, the shoulders. Inhale. Let it go high and then out in front of you as you dive forward. A few more times. Opening through your shoulders. You'll release the strap when you're ready. And we'll come onto our hands and our knees to end the session. So I'm going to turn my left fingers out towards left wall, right fingers out towards the right wall. So your wrists are still stacked under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And I'm going to just transfer my weight now side to side. Feel free if you want to linger in one hand. Maybe see how far you can allow the shoulder to go past the fingers. Inhale to come back to center. I'm just going to see how far those fingers can turn to point towards my knees. Now they don't have to turn all the way towards your knees, but they're headed in that direction. This may be a really intense stretch here and you could just hold it. If you want more from it, you can always set your hips back towards your heels and feel the stretch radiate up through the arms. Again, you can always take a break or come out of it. It's up to you how far you want to take the practice. We'll come forwards, and then I'm going to have my fingers point towards my knees again, but this time palms face up, stretching the tops of your wrists. I'm going to make little fists here, which feel almost like gorilla fists. They're kind of weird and awkward. Open the palms up and close. And then you'll make those two fists go down into the earth. And then when you're ready, we're going to turn the fist, the knuckles, and open the palms out again. This time the fingers will point towards one another, palms up towards your heart. Big breath in, big breath out. Releasing the hands. And we'll come through a cat and a cow. So as you inhale, lift the heart, drop the belly, our cow pose. Exhale through your cat. Just a few more times. And then you can return to wherever you were doing before, if this was a nice little break from work or from working at your desk or at the end of the day. Feel free, you could always come back to this throughout the day. You could practice this multiple times, but it's always good to show love towards your wrists, your neck, and the shoulders, especially when you're sitting at a desk all day. So I bring my hands to my heart and I say to each of you, Namaste. Hey guys, I hope you liked that video. If it was helpful to you at all, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please tell me if you want any other videos in the comments as well. And thank you for tuning in.